Hey guys, what's up? We're here with a timeless reading. Welcome. Alright, first card that we have out is Eight of Swords. It can be something that you feel a little bit caught up with. I'm seeing Five of Pentacles. It can be something you're worrying about, fretting about, worrying about. It looks like it's connected with like a new chapter or something like that, or something new that you're putting your energy into or focusing on. Yeah, it feels like worries more than anything, especially at a time that sort of seems like it's asking you to step up. So you can be like, oh, there's so much on my mind and there's so much to do. Like, am I going to be ready? Am I going to be able to do this? It's those types of things. It feels like being really, really nervous before like getting on stage to perform within your life. I think you just like trusting yourself and believing in yourself and knowing that you're going to figure it out. Even if there are parts of this where you're like, I really don't know, you're going to figure it out. There's nothing that you're not going to figure out. And part of you embracing this aspect of your energy is actually exercising it, which now you're getting the opportunity to, but you could be feeling that like anxiety beforehand is what this feels like. It's like, can I play that role? Can I really do that? Am I able to grab onto this opportunity in front of me? Like, can I make things last? Can I make things grow? Like that sort of thing. Because I am seeing a door opening in front of you. There's something here that you're going to be seeing. There's a type of mirroring, and it has to do with like your attitude, you being in tune and in touch, and the reflection that you're going to see of that externally. Part of the anxiety can be about like unknowns or something that's not figured out yet, or something that hasn't been clarified yet. But I'm seeing there also be excitement too. There's excitement about what you're doing. You're hoping that this is going to be worth it. But it seems like this is aligned, so I think that's just like a worry, but I'm not necessarily seeing that be a relevant worry. But that's something on your mind where you're like, is this the right thing? Is this the right move? There may be a change that you're making, and you're hoping that this is like a change for the better. And I think too, there's like, in your head, you're like, well, there's always that chance that it's not, but like, I'm really hoping that it will be. And I'm seeing too, you at this point, having Page of Wands and having Six of Pentacles shows that like you're really following your heart and your instinct with something that you're doing. And so like this already feels aligned, even though some things you may not be, it may not have happened, so you could be like, well, I'm not completely sure, but I'm seeing you really be on track here. Even though there are some unknowns that you're sort of dealing with currently, like your feelings are correct. The way that you're interpreting your feelings are correct. I'm just seeing you be very on point. I think the only reason why you're feeling this way is because you're entering into a situation where you haven't like seen it for yourself yet, but you can feel it for yourself. So that's just like verification enough for you. I'm seeing a lot of fire energy here. Give this time, do not rush the process. Maybe that's also part of what this is about too. Like a bit of anxiety about there being a process to this, and it not being an immediate thing. So it can be like, I'm feeling anxious about this and it's not immediately going to be taken care of. This is something where it's going to be a process, but that's also giving you time to learn how to manage your anxiety or like your worries or your lack of control over the way that you deal with like your brain, your thoughts, how you identify or don't identify with them, like that sort of thing. It's like how you manage your mental health, basically. What I'm seeing is there's a path that you're pursuing. I'm seeing this has a whole lot of potential, and it also feels like you're uniting with a part of yourself that has been really like waiting to get into the driver's seat. And I'm seeing you are making it feels like a very brave change because you wanted something to feel more aligned with your values. And that means doing things and taking action with things that feel more worth it to you. Because there could have been things going on before where you're like, I'm using my energy for that. Like, this is what I'm giving to. There can be questions about something being enough as well. You're definitely on the right path here. Don't need to worry. Some of you can also be worried about things like, how is that going to fall into place? How's this going to fall into place? But it just will, because of what's motivating you. Because what's motivating you is like a high vibrational thing, and that means that you will see through synchronicities and coincidences and like serendipitous moments that this is where you're meant to be and what you're meant to be doing. It's like a very high vibrational path that you're pursuing. Having the focus be on the King of Wands, this is about you like being an authority figure within your own life. It's like you having the say and you deciding things and you doing what you want to do and you listening to your heart and listening to your instinct and your inspiration and taking charge and you being the one that's driving. And I do think, again, like this was a part of yourself that you may have felt like, I'm tending to these other parts of myself or stepping up in these other ways. But this part, I think, has like really been waiting to be given this chance to show up. And now that it is showing up, I think there's that little bit of nervousness of like, okay, like now it's time to put on that outfit. Can I really do it? Like, can I pull off the performance? You definitely can. It just feels like that like sort of anxiety or like a lot of thoughts going on that's connected with this, you playing a role that feels a little bit unfamiliar right now, or like you haven't done this role in a while, like that type of thing, like played this part of yourself. Because this isn't you like faking something, like this is really you. It's just a part of yourself that I think there were other parts of you that were coming to the front before, and now there's this part of you that's like more bold and more decisive and like more getting things done, like that type of energy, and more really just like following your heart. And you can also feel like you're getting brave with something here too, with the King of Wands, bold with something. And this is also about like perseverance as well. But yeah, you don't need to overthink it. You just tune in and listen. You're going the right way. Things are definitely going to work out. You're going to see that it will be like these constant confirmations that you are going to be experiencing, that you're in the right spot. And if you happen to get to a point where you feel like you want to be doing something or a certain way is the right way to go and something isn't working out, it just may not be the time. I'm not seeing that pop up now, but if you get to a point where you're like, this is definitely the way, like why am I getting a red light here, it just may not be the right time. So keep that in mind. But I'm not saying that's not for now, that's going to be for later down the line if that happens. Okay, it's just about like reading the signs and the signals. Be patient, work with your mental health, tend to it. don't cast it aside or run away from it just because it's difficult to maneuver through sometimes. And just keep following your heart, really. Seeing strong Sagittarius energy here. All right, friends, we're going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.